My name is Margaret Metzger. I'm with Collins & Associates Real Estate Professionals, and this is the first edition of our Hayesville and Clearwater webpage. I am here with Kathleen Garrison. She owns the Cottage Venue. They feature weddings and quinceaneras and baby showers, different things. And I'm going to let her talk a little bit more about the business. Kathleen, how are you?
Hi, good. Thanks for letting me be on your show.
No problem. Tell us a little bit about the business, the Cottage Venue.
Well, I'm just outside of Hayesville, as you said, about 5 minutes. I have the Hayesville address, but we're close to Clearwater too, just south of the airport on Hoover. It's a small to medium-sized venue. I can accommodate up to 100 people inside and 200 or more outside. Basically, we do everything from mostly weddings during the wedding season, but on days that aren't, heavy demand for weddings, like Saturdays, of course, I fit in a lot of other events, like baby showers and bridal showers and anniversaries, family reunions.
Like 60 years,
Well,
I think. Yeah, started. And what made you decide to open this?
Well, it was kind of funny. Basically, it was a need, and I saw a need. I had a need, and I saw the community had a need. So I had a need. I needed to supplement my income. I really didn't know what I was going to do. I wanted to use my property for something. Didn't quite know, what would go with the market. And then my daughter was getting married, and we were looking around at other options, and she wanted a church wedding, but she wanted a reception and dinner and dance and all that outside. And so we were looking at things, and I was just like kind of astounded and taken back a little at how hard it was to find something. We wanted it affordable, we wanted it close in so she wouldn't have to drive forever from the church, and we wanted all of the amenities that she needed, but it was a bit frustrating as a parent because I had a budget in mind.
Right.
And I was just frustrated that, like, a lot of them add on things and you don't know what the total price is.
Right.
You don't know what you're going to end up spending because, if you want something else, it's more. And I was a little worried because I was thinking, how are we going to budget all of this? We haven't even gotten to the food and the dress and everything else. And so that kind of opened my eyes to the situation because it changed so much in the decades since I got married. And then a friend, it didn't occur to me to have my own business until a friend needed a place for her daughter to get married at the last minute.
Yeah.
It was over at St. Cecilia, and there was a conflict in the scheduling, and something didn't work out, so they literally had nowhere to get married in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
They'd
wow.
already sent out the invitations and everything. And I said, I have a nice backyard, you're welcome to use it. And anyway, one thing led to another, and they had it here, and it just kind of, I fell in love. I mean, it was just so much fun.
So that's what motivated you to keep it going.
Well, because
Awesome.
it made me realize people liked it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe this will work.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sure it's been hard to get the word out too, other than signs down the street and stuff. Since I live in the
mostly
area.
Facebook. And then I knew once I got bookings and people started coming, obviously they're not going to be alone. They're going to invite their guests. Well, the guests know people and they have events. So I knew once they saw it, it wouldn't be that hard to kind of word of mouth to get people to know I'm here. And that's kind of what happened, just organically. I have repeat customers now.
So how long have you lived in the area?
Well, I've lived here 22 years. I
Oh,
lived
wow.
in Clearwater for 10 years, so basically over 30 years in the Clearwater community and Hayesville. My kids went to St. Cecilia, and then they went to high school at Clearwater.
Okay.
And we owned a business for 20-some years, and we employed a lot of people in the community. So I'm familiar with, the needs of the community anyways.
Right.
So,
And how long have you had the venue here? Then?
This would be my 7th year, I think.
7th year.
Yeah.
I know it's been a while.
Yeah.
A while because I live in the area.
Yeah.
So and I've seen the sign, but I've never actually come down to view your property, and I'm glad that I have because
Yes.
now I know that I can
Now I
promote
have a new neighbor.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, so is there anything that's exciting that's going to be happening, or do you have any like weddings or anything coming
Well,
up that's
I'm
exciting?
booked almost every weekend until the
Oh.
end of November, And October, as people probably may or may not know, is the busiest month of the year for wedding venues. And,
Right.
and anybody who does that, it's our Christmas, basically, because everybody wants October. It's gorgeous weather, and kind of like today. I mean, this is unusual for us to have this mild weather.
Right.
But it's so nice, and when it gets cooler, and have the barn to have the events in, you can have the doors open, and you don't have to worry about sweating during your pictures. And
Right.
anyways, it's just people just like to be out in the country where it's quiet and just enjoy each other.
And I know you said before our interview you had mentioned something about a craft fair that you like to put on.
Yeah, I usually do a craft fair a Sunday in October. I think it's the 2nd is what I set aside. I'd have to look at my calendar, but I like to have the vendors. It's more, I don't do it. It's not a money maker. I just do it for the community. Like
Right.
I want to help other businesses, get exposure and sell their wonderful homemade things that I don't know how to do, and
Right.
And just have fun, get together. This year I wanted to feature a local photographer. I really like his work, and I don't know. Every year we do something different. One year we had a concert out here in the backyard with Logan Miles.
So, okay, well, what is the best way that people can contact you? I mean,
Just really whatever you prefer. My phone number and email is all over Facebook. My Facebook page, the Cottage Venue, or just go to my website, which is cottagevenue.net. So
Okay.
Either way, you're going to get the same thing. You're going to get my email or my phone.
okay. And are you on YouTube or?
I just have a couple commercials that I've made on there. I
Okay.
don't really post a lot on there.
Well, the reason why we're doing this is to promote the different
appreciate
businesses in
that.
the area, and I love the fact that I got the opportunity to meet with you today and take a look at the venue, and I will definitely be promoting it.
Well, and I love what you're
course.
doing because
Well-
it really helps. Small businesses are the meat and potatoes of our economy and our communities.
Oh, right.
One of your questions asked me about why it matters so much to shop local and do local things. And if you think about it, you're really helping the families and those people that they employ, and
Yeah.
then we spend money in the community too. And my answer was, would you really want a world where there was only like 3 choices of, every business? Because that's what it would end up being if you didn't have small businesses.
Right.
All the big businesses would own everything, and you would have no control over pricing or quality or choices. Competition is what actually drives all of that. It keeps your prices low because we have to compete with each other, and we know each other, so they're more accountable. You want to make everyone happy that your community,
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody who is in a far off state, and how are you going to talk to the CEOs of those companies? They don't care what your opinion is. They
Right.
got lots of customers, so it really is a win-win.
Yeah, I agree. As a realtor myself, I love referral business. I'm sure you do too. That's why I'm doing this. Again, my name is Margaret. This is Kathleen. Check her website out or Facebook page out at the Cottage Venue on Facebook, or go to her website, thecottagevenue.net. Right?
Yep.
Okay. And if you have a need for real estate, whether buying or selling, contact me, Margaret Metzger with Collins and Associates, and you can look me up at sellingbetterhomes.com. You can find me on Facebook as well. Thanks.
Thank you.
www.thecottagevenue.net to check out the prices of weddings and other events. Have a blessed day.